Hey gang, welcome back to Sirstrat Plays. We are jumping into another vintage cube on Magic Online. Once again searching for our 8th trophy, which has eluded us here in the last 24 hours or so. 36 hours or so. Played, I don't know, 4 or 5 drafts. I haven't managed to 3-0 one of those yet. So, but we're trying again. So, already broke our record at 7, so we're pretty happy with that. Alright, lots of good stuff here. We got a birds, we got an upheaval, which is pretty strong, couple of signets, a couple dual lands, although not ones I normally really want to start with. Hate to pass a bop and do this, but I think we're just going to take this upheaval and see if we can't just move it into an upheaval deck. Well, you know, you'd like the mana ramp, but bribery is also a fine double blue card. And we will go from there. I say like upheaval deck, and it could be blue-green, which is normally what you think of, or green-blue, really almost more so. But you could also go mana ramp kind of upheaval deck too. So, and as a matter of fact, kind of looking like we might be on that mono blue kick. Could take Mystic here. Could take Volcanic. I like Volcanic a lot, but you know what? I think we're going to take Mystic. We're just going to see where this goes. Might be that upheaval is not what we're looking for if we don't get the mana or the green stuff, but this is a mighty fine start. It's an awful lot of powerful blue cards there. Let's see if we can build a deck around them. Alright, and continuing right on down that line, Force and Negation Cryptic Command. I do love Cryptic. Force is awful damn good though. The ability to pitch is so good here. Let's take the Force and hope that somehow the Cryptic would wheel. I don't think it will. There's almost always a couple blue drafters and somebody will take it, but it's the heaviest of the blue requirements. So I think that there's a chance that it could. You never see Cryptic wheel, but I mean, it is the one that's most likely to out of those two. Alright, well, we finally get to a point where we don't have an obvious choice here. We could Emery here, could Mana Tithe here, we could Metalworker here. I don't have any artifacts, but that's the kind of card that we would want to play in this sort of deck. Mana Tithe also very strong if we go green or blue-white. And upheaval doesn't have to play here. Like, it could be something that ends up not going around. So, also don't mind a duress here. I think we're most likely to play this Mana Tithe, though. Alright, and now I think we take the Dam here. Might have considered taking Gonti if we took the Duress, but given that we took the Mana Tithe, I think the Dam here then makes the most sense. Alright, and then maybe an Inspired Idea here. I don't know, maybe, yeah, I think so. Like, we could try to, like, splash a Steelwind or something, but I don't think you want to do that, and this clearly is not a Thalia deck, so, yeah, let's grab the Inspired Idea there. Now maybe Mutavault here, not playing Iona, playing Palicron. Okay, Scrubland could be very good here, or we could also just try to stick a Geist. Parallax Wave, also very good. Chart a Course, excellent. I think we need to have some draw here, so let's go ahead and grab Chart a Course there. Alright, we're not playing any of those, or these most likely. Karmic Guide could become a thing. I think we like it more than Tanglewire, so we'll put Karmic Guide on the side. I think this is a pretty simple condemn here. Wow, there's Grave Titan around. Gravetite. You know what? I'll move it to the sideboard. We'll think about it. Like, we're not locked into white here yet, white, right? Like, Condemn and Mana Tithe do not a white deck made. Now, yes, this is a dam, and it really fits in here as a Wrath, but could be a removal spell in a blue-black control deck as well. So we're going to keep, as a matter of fact, we're going to just pull that Grave Titan down here. We're going to think about that Grave Titan right there. That's going to be something that's in our, that can be something that sticks kind of over here in our maybe pile. Okay, I'm going to take the Metalworker here. We don't have any artifact mana yet at all, but now we're going to take Gonti. We could just end up blue-black here. We shall see. Well, signets and all are nice, but there's an Ancestral, so I think we're going to go ahead and grab that. I love Teferi in this type of deck. Spell Pierce in this type of deck is amazing. Both of those are wonderful, but we're just going to grab this Ancestral here and be very happy about it. And then we're probably going to take the Time Walk we were past. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here that would convince me otherwise. So, yep, let's just grab that Time Walk, shall we? Now we are desperately looking for, like, a, ooh. Alright, well, this may be the deciding factor here. Like, I was thinking that we were blue-white, but we have a Grave Titan here, and now we're looking at a Demonic Tutor. Obviously, lots of other cards here we like. Both of these fetches would be good depending on which way we go and everything, but I think Demonic Tutor is too good of a reason not to jump into black-blue here and be thinking in terms of a black-blue control-style deck. Now, we might still be able to play this Condemn and this Mana Tithe. We'll see, but I don't think that's where we're going right now. Okay, we could play Valky here, or we could play this half-on color Signet. I do like Valky. I like Disruption. Also like this idea potentially of getting like the Metalworker ramp thing going. You know what? We're going to take the half-on color Signet here, I think. That'd also leave us an out, like if we open Oko third pack. Now suddenly we might have a potential to play it. So right now this Metalworker obviously very unlikely in our deck, and I think now I can take these white cards and put them over here because they are very unlikely to play. Ooh, I like Time Warp, I love Memory Deluge, but we are already in on this blue-black thing, and Hymn to Turok is fabulous, so we're going to take that. We'll most likely not see the Time Warp or the Memory Deluge come back, but that's okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So this Signet is wonderful, and it maybe even brings these into play. But Seagate Stormcaller right now, Ancestral, Time Walk, just too good to pass by here. We have to take that. I'm going to tell you, I think this Upheaval's beginning to look like it's not going to be a pick that we go with, or a card we play, and that's okay if that ends up being the case. Like right now, we just don't have enough artifact mana to justify it at all. But again, that's fine, right? Like, you don't have to play your first pick. That's not a rule. That's something that I'm learning too, right? Like, and I say learning, I've been playing Magic for a long time. Objectively, I know you don't have to play your first pick, but I quite often take something first pick and then start trying to build around it, and it doesn't work, right? So, okay, Clarion Academy here is cute, but we don't have nearly enough mana for that. I like Soar, but I think we're just going to take the mana fixing here. Definitely want to make sure we've got good mana with this deck. We have lots of powerful cards. We want to be able to play them. Yeah, and right now I think these are going to the sideboard. Like, we're not splashing for either one of those, right? Like, you might bring in Condemn from the side in a certain matchup, but you're not splashing for either one of those. And I'm almost certain this Metalworker is going to the side too, but I'm going to leave it there for a minute. Again, it will probably go in pair with this Upheaval. If we find that those just aren't getting there, then we will do what we need to do. Alright, well, Baleful Strix is a perfect card for this kind of deck. Echo's nice, but I think this is just an easy Baleful Strix for us here. Alright, now I think we take this Signet here. And that does give us an out to play some of those blue-white cards. So like now, you know, if we maybe see Fractured Identity or Big Teferi, because we already passed Small Teferi, but there's some vague out to some of those cards. So enough white fixing also would open up the Dam side of the or the Overload side of Dam too. So all right, Control Magic is pretty good, but I got to tell you, I have been very, very happy with Yawgmoth as a card. It has been very powerful for me, especially if you can play like, you can get like Ophiomancer or Bitter Blossom, anything like that. I just have found Yawgmoth has been very, very powerful. Alright, this is an easy Dark Slick. The blue-white fixing is nice, but we're not locked into white at all, so we're just going to take the blue-white fixing. I mean the blue-black fixing, wherever we find it. We're not playing any of this. We're going to put Flame Spill over on the side there, but yeah, we're not trying to ramp up into Yawg Bargain. That's not what we're looking to do. I think I'm going to go ahead and yeah, it doesn't matter. We're not playing any of this. I guess in theory you could find a world where somehow we played that. I think I'm just going to go ahead and slip this Metalworker and this Upheaval over here. I just don't think we're playing those. Again, we're going to come back to them here in a bit if we need to, but I just don't think those are things that we're going to end up using in this deck. Now, something like Scavenging Ooze, we do have a green, right? So there's a possibility. Woo, alright. Would love to get this Mana Leak, but Mox Ruby is just sitting there, and we're going to take it. Hopefully maybe Night's Whisper comes back around for us, but this Mana Leak is also something we would love to see, but won't. But, yeah, we're just taking the Mox here, obviously. I think V-Click here is very good. Rakdos Signet would be fine. Portent is also decent, but I think we're just going to grab the V-Click here. Maybe I should have portented there. Stormcaller wants a certain amount of cards that are really good to play with the backed up there, so. Alright, I think this is this Fatal Push or Gear Hulk? Like, Gear Hulk's got a couple of juicy targets. Obviously, Ancestral is one of them. Force is one of them. Mystic is one of them. We could also Library here. We certainly expect to have a lot of cards in our hand. I don't know that I want another top end thing yet. I don't know. Gear Hulk seems pretty good here, though. Now, you know what? We're going to take Library here. Okay, so we don't have any fetch or any duels to fetch. Woe Strider is alright. Oh, you know what? Wormcoil isn't a bad finisher as well, and we can get there. Let's do that. Is this Toxic, I guess? It probably is, right? Like, we don't have a ton of creatures. I do like Riftwing, but Toxic seems like a pretty good play here, especially since we're not going to have the Wrath end of Dam there. Trinket Mage only gets Mox Ruby. That's probably not a reason to play it. And we don't need Imperial Seal. We already have Demonic Tutor, so I think this is just a Bone Shards here. Should have plenty of cards in our hand to discard if we need to. Sure would love to see Ophiomancer here, or Bitter Blossom, either one. We only get a couple more fresh looks, but either one of those would pair real nice with this Yawgmoth. So this is an interesting deck. Started out really powerful. I still think I like it. I mean, we got some good disruption, a lot of powerful cards. See, this could be Liliana here, and maybe it ought to be because we have relatively few win conditions. Could also be Coercive Portal, could just be Mully D. We have Bribery, Grave Titan, Worm Coil. We're going to take the Mully D here. Hard Counterspell, perfect. Ophiomancer and Bitter Blossom, and we won't see either one of them. That sucks. We're going to take Hard Counter here. It's better than both of them, but boy, I would have loved to have had one of those with my Yawgmoth here. Okay, not playing any of this. We'll just move Show and Tell to the side. Can be a decent sideboard card against mono red or mono white. More so mono red. Mono white tends to have answers, so like you Show and Tell and like you lay down your big guy, you know, throw down your Grave Titan, and then they throw down Solitude, and you're like, oops. Okay, well we still have 2/2s, but 2/2s, but yeah. So, but it can be really good against mono red. Like sometimes they just don't have any answers for it. So I'm gonna put the 7 Death in the sideboard. Like, I don't think that card's good at all, but the ability to be able to bring it back over and over again in a deck that is gonna be about value, I don't know, maybe. All right, man, I want Fatal Push here, but Torrential Gearhulk is just so good with so many of these cards, like Ancestral, Counterspell, Mystic. You know what? We're gonna Fatal Push is good, but I think this is where we want to go. Woe Strider might make the deck. Probably not, but might. What do we need? 2 cuts here. Yeah, Woe Strider's probably not making the deck. Okay. So yeah, I think Woe Strider doesn't make it. And then honestly, does my Yawgmoth make it? Like, I don't have any recurring like create a creature kind of thing. And while I have found Yawgmoth to be really good, it has always been really good in conjunction with Bitter Blossom or Ophiomancer or something similar. So I'm kind of thinking that maybe Yawgmoth didn't get there, and maybe it comes in from the side, but I don't know that it got there. So we only have 9 creatures. Most of them we are not going to want to sack. Yeah, so I need to cut one more card. And then I need to answer whether I'm going to use the Mutavault or not. Like, we already have Ruby, which is a colorless, so I don't know whether we're going to Mutavault or not. We might. I don't think I can take anything out of these first couple. I guess Damn maybe, but like it's the only targeted removal we have. I have Ancestral, I have Chart, of course. Maybe with Mystic, maybe I don't need Inspired Idea. Yeah, I think that might be the one that I cut here. Yeah, and then go with this mix. Yeah, okay, I think I like that. Alright, let's add the land to that. Let's see where that puts us. Okay, so it wants 6 and 6, so we would be playing 7 and 7. And then 8 and 8. That's a little sketchy. I mean, I guess it's alright. Maybe this Mutavault just doesn't belong. And then we go one more blue. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. I like the Mutavault, but I think I like 9. Yeah, I like 9-8 better. Alright. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Alright, gang, this is the deck. We're going to save this up, and we will see you in round 1. Alright, gang, we are here in round 1. And we have found our first round opponent. We are on the draw. We have had to mulligan, and our opponent has Soul Ring, so not a great start for us here. Yeah, this is not exactly where we want to be. Hopefully we can get down, get some mana up in here and counter something important maybe at some point, and then see where we go from there. Sadly, while I would love to play Signet next turn, we are already so far behind that we may have to hold up Counterspell for a turn just to see what they might have. Drop into Soul Ring into Skull Clamp, and we're already down a card too. That is unfortunate. And a Mox. Alright. We have very powerful cards too. I hope we get to see them at some point. Alright, well, Birthing Pod is not something I'm super worried about here. Just 2 or fewer, 2 or more. Okay. Do I go ahead, like at this point, 2, 3, 4. I mean, I guess they have the opportunity to play a higher thing, but I feel like I have to develop here a little bit. Like, we're already so far behind, I don't think I can sit back. Like, if they hit me with something huge, then they hit me with something huge, but if I'm just sitting there on mana, then I'm kind of out of luck anyway, right? You gonna Rex Sage me here? Guess there's also always a possibility, given this setup, they could be tinkering. Yeah, Rex Sage. Okay, well, is what it is. It is unfortunate, but kind of the way it was going to go. They will be able to sack that to go get a 4 or 2 if they have the chain, so that's problematic. We will get at least 1 black mana this turn, so that will be helpful. If we get a second swamp, then okay, well, Toski is unfortunate. Okay. Toski is very unfortunate. Yeah, we need some help here. We need some help in a big way. We can, again, like I was saying, we can, if they end up moving up the ladder here, we could potentially, like, double dam if we got a swamp. And we do have a potential counter here, so we're not dead in the water, but it ain't looking good. Card draw, engine in place, pod on board, which I have no answers for. I don't have any way to remove a artifact at all. So yeah, so that can become very problematic for us. Kind of hope in a way that they ditch the Toski here and go get something else. They may not be patient enough to live with their draw engine here. What are they potting into at 5? Ooze maybe? Green Sun Zenith for 1? Okay. I can live with that for now. Well, that was not good. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Maybe you should have thought about that. Okay, I really need a swamp here now. A swamp would be very good. That is not a swamp. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He just goes all in next turn. Okay, well, that leaves me in a very bad spot. I guess I should have countered. I'm going to do 6, going to do 7. Assuming that's what he's doing, is he's just going to ramp it up. Then he's going to do 7 to me. I'm going to go to 12. Even if I draw Toxic, I'm going to go to 6. Now, if he goes all the way up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If he goes all the way up, he does not have enough mana to Birthing Pod either of them away when I Toxic. So, I guess that's what we're hoping for. We're hoping a Toxic here. Oh, he is not actually going to ramp it up. Okay, well that's interesting. I guess now, as good as the Dam would be, it's an interesting choice. I guess as good as the Dam would be now. Oh, is he going to level up? Just like throw the thing on it? Oh no, we're not having that. No, no, no. That is not acceptable. Swamp here, I think I almost have to him, right? Just get rid of his hand. Okay. Do I click myself here? Like that might be the play. Click myself so I maybe draw into a land. Alright, so we are going to... Yeah, we're going to do this. We're going to click. We probably have a counter. And we're going to click ourselves here. Oh, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he doesn't have enough to finish himself up. Nope, you know what? We're going to go ahead and let that happen. Okay. Yep. We're going to let that happen. No. I guess I probably should have still pitched Worm Coil because Toxic really is still my best option here, right? Oh, now he got the mana he needed to level it up. Oh, he didn't though. Okay. Alright, well then that actually works. Okay, so we're going to Storm Coil, or Storm Caller, and then we're going to Dam, targeting him first. No, we want that target as well. Alright, well, that wasn't perfect, but we got there. Now we kind of need to get this Worm Coil down. And my man's got a handful of cards. Yeah, I'm not sure. Maybe I should have forced the, V-Click. But it just seemed like there was, like, getting the land was the better option, right? Like... That seemed like it was a thing. Do we block here? Yeah, I think we want him to stop drawing cards. Even though he's got a grip, like, I think I still need him to stop drawing. And I need to not take a lot of damage. Like, he's probably going to cast something very big here. And I'm going to potentially need to be able to Toxic it. If I draw Toxic. Okay. Druid is good. He's going to Birthing Pod it up to something else. That makes sense. I guess we are... Oh, it's getting his Hex Drinker back. Or maybe his Time Warp. Did he play a land this turn? He has not. Yeah, so if he's got another land, then... I mean, he's got a Gripful. I'm sure he's got a land. He can Time Warp and then swing for 3. He's got so many options, he doesn't even know what to do with them. Yeah, this is a... I don't think this is a bad matchup for us. I think I just had a really bad hand and didn't draw any mana. So, I don't know. I mean, I think we did what we could here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a Snapcaster here. I could just scoop it up. Yeah, now... Oh, wait a minute. Those are both 1s. So, a Toxic here still ends up being okay, depending on what he's got. My guess, though, is that he pods the Witness into something. Well, he did already pod into Toski. He pod into QB, but you think he would have done that before, right? Like, that makes the most sense. Oh, Jesus. What he's got now? Oh, he can tinker the... Yeah, he can tinker the Time Warp. Alright. Wow. Alright. Well, that was awful. Just no lands, no nothing. I have a tendency to have this happen where I'm trying to look and see what my draw step is. And then it, like, it does the whole hesitate thing. And then it just shows them my hand instead of what I really wanted to do. So, okay, so let's bring this down here a little bit. Is there anything we want to do different here with him? He's got a lot of non-black creatures, so let's bring in the Bone Shredder. I don't think we want to try to do any of the white stuff there. I don't think we want to upheaval. Yeah, I think we're just going to bring in the Shredder and, yeah, we're going to do my thing. We're just going to go 41. Alright. Let's run it back and let's see if we can't get a better draw. Yes, I would like to play first. This is a fine draw here. We can keep this. Alright, let's go library and say go. Now the problem here is that obviously that this puts us kind of behind the 8 ball, right? Like he's going to develop out right away, and I'm going to sit here and be a turn mana behind because I'm librarying. But like I think that's okay. We're going to go swamp here. We're at 7. If we play 2 cards, and we're not going to get to do that next turn. Yeah, we're just going to say go here. I'm not sure that I shouldn't bone shards that elf, but we'll see. Okay, well, we may very well bone charge that elf this time. Step upkeep, draw a card. Perfect. Perfect. We were going to lose one anyway here, so 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so we're just gonna We're just going to bone charge him. Seems odd that he didn't have a play there anyway, so my guess is maybe his next best play is a 4. And the next turn we will be able to library after our draw step and then signet, which will put us in a good place to bribery. Okay, I can live with that. Yeah, let's go swamp. That's kind of an interesting choice. Can I... Yeah, I can signet here and then still mully D. That's perfect. And then that leaves us in spot to play some biggies starting next turn. Grave Titan, Bribery, Worm Coil. Got all the good stuff. I think we would want to Bribery first. I don't know, we have 6 mana available. Maybe we should... Yeah, you know what? Grave Titan almost assures that we will have a blocker for his Toski. So I think we do that first. And then I think we Bribery next turn. But this should make sure that he doesn't get to draw a card here. Even if he's got removal for Grave Titan, we have 2 other blockers, right? He's just about recycling that graveyard, isn't he? Eternal Witness, Regrowth, like he's doing it all. Alright. Yes, we will use that. And let's go get an island, I guess. We have a boatload of islands here, but what the heck. Yep. Okay, sure, you got there. Alright. Let's, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's, oh, wait a minute here. Let's do it this way. I think we want to do it this way. What you got, buddy? Got a whole lot of not much. I think we're going to sower here to take the Toski. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, because then we can draw a couple of cards. Let's do that, shall we? Take 4, draw 2 cards, lay a land, and we are going to chart and draw a couple more cards. Alright, got Time Walk here. Next turn we'll be able to Time Walk with Mystic Confluence backup. Even if he manages to get rid of the Sower and get the Toski back, I think we're still in pretty good shape here. Sure. You got there. Alright. Do we... Maybe we Mystic him and draw a couple cards and then Time Walk? Or we could just Bone Shredder here. Yeah, we can just Bone Shredder here. So let's Bone Shredder. You got there. Let's attack with all. So we're going to draw some cards. I actually don't mind him killing the one thing here this time because honestly, like, I'm drawing too many cards here, all things considered, right? Okay. Ooh, we can... Okay, we can do this. So we can Yawgmoth here and then sack a creature to kill him. And then we can Time Walk. Alright. We will discard some lands because we don't need those. Alright, and then let's lay a land. Let's swing with the team. I have to start being careful about how many cards I draw here, don't I? Okay. Yeah, I do. Alright, so let's lay a land. Or we already laid a land. Let's lay a ruby. Let's make sure we have enough to kill him next turn. Let's lay a signet. Do I want to do anything else here? Let's actually, no, that's good enough. Sure. Get rid of this Dark Slick Shores and say go. Alright. I think I like our spot here. I think we're going to get there, even though I was a little worried about how many cards we were drawing. But I don't see a way he beats this. Like, we have counter and force backup. Alright, there we go. That was much better. Okay, so that was what our deck is capable of doing. Let's see what it will do this time. What was the thing I was thinking about last time? Maybe Woe Strider or something. We're not bringing in, like, Vraska. Not bringing in Seeger. I don't think Upheaval helps us. Like, he's got some artifact mana, we've got some artifact mana. You know, Show and Tell might be halfway decent against him. Like, I don't think he has a lot of big creatures. Like, he has a toolbox. But yeah, I think we're going to just stick with what we've got here. I think we're going to stick with that. Run it back. Alright, well, that seems pretty good. I think we'll keep this. The question is, do we recall right away? Oh gosh, he's got Soul Ring. Great. Okay. So let's lead on Dark Slick here so that we can counter or him if we draw either one. Yep. Sure. I think maybe we will dam here. Or do we just time walk and lay out another land? He's still going to have 5 mana next turn. He's going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7 if I don't. Let's dam here. I think that may not be the right play. Like, I've got Toxic in hand. I can just untap and Toxic. But, I don't know. I just don't love the idea of him having lots of mana going into this turn. Yep, you got there. Okay. So let's go cannot time walk here, can we? Or we can't signet and time walk. We could tutor for Ruby and time walk, but I don't know if that's what we want to tutor for. Let's yeah, let's time walk here. Put ourselves in a better spot. Yeah, let's signet here. And then evoke Molly D. Alright, he gets to hit us for 5 here. Hopefully he just cast out another creature. That'd be great if we can 2-for-1 him, even though, well, 1-for-1 him, I guess, if he's got, because he gets the Thragtusk token too. What's he got here? Okay, Green Sun for what, like, oh, Toski, okay. That's fine. I can live with that. Yep, you got me. Okay, so I think I'm going to just do this, right? Deluge for 3. Right, you got that. Then let's hold counter up here. And next turn we can Stormcaller and then play Ancestral. And we'll have to chump at the Stormcaller, but that'll be fine. We'll probably have to chump at the Stormcaller, I should say. Yep, you got me. Okay. Well, we could demonic here and go get like him. No, I think we're gonna Stormcaller. Ooh, I was going to Stormcaller and Ancestral, but I could Stormcaller and double Demonic Tutor. Yeah, I actually kind of like that better. Let's get... Let's get Mox Ruby. Okay. And let's get Baleful Strix, I think. Or Bribery. Grave Titan. Grave Titan seems pretty good here. Let's cast there. And we're going to recall ourselves. Alright. That's pretty good. Like, that ain't perfect, but that's pretty good. Like, I think we can Grave Titan to make sure we have enough blockers. Grave Titan to make sure we have enough blockers, and then Worm Coil to start gaining life. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is kind of a sad amount. Okay, he's only swinging with that. What has he got coming if he needs to keep all that mana up? Yikes. I'm a little scared about that. A mind twist is birthing pod. Okay. All right. So okay, that's 8 mana. That's perfect. So we are going to Baleful Strix. My land. We already did. Black. Black. Let's use the blue. Blue. Grave Titan. Alright. And I like our position better. I think next turn we Worm Coil with Counterspell up. Unless he gives us a reason that we need to Yawgmoth and maybe kill a flyer or something. Yep, okay, that's fine. That is fine. That will work just fine. You will never attack with that Grave Titan. Oh, wait a minute. Does he have a 7? He could sack the Grave Titan and go get something else? Yeah, he will be able to do that, won't he? But I didn't see any huge stuff in his thing, so I think we're okay there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I was about to say, I don't think you want to swing with that dude. 10. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, 9. Okay. D. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yawgmoth. Bribery. Okay, what's he got here? Hex Drinker. Oh, he's got Ewit. Ewit's pretty good here. Oh, Metamorph on the Titan. Yeah, Metamorph on the Titan. Becomes Grave Titan. Then I get 2 things and then sack 2 things to kill the thing. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Becomes a Grave Titan. Okay. We get 2 things. Then we pay a life and sack a creature to kill that thing. Pay a life, sack a creature to kill that thing. Alright. I think I like our spot here again. Alright. I think we can only swing with that one, right? But I think you better have a good answer here. I'm not out of the woods yet, but this is pretty good. Like, if he doesn't get me here, and I untap with Counterspell up, that seems pretty solid. And I'm going to untap with Counterspell up and play Worm Coil as well, so that I can start gaining some life. Not even entirely sure that the plan there wasn't to play Worm Coil and sack a couple of things there to get the to kill the sower, but I can't believe he didn't use the birthing pod in response. Like, that was clearly the play, right? Sack the Grave Titan. I mean, I realize that he's just sacking it and not getting anything with it, right? But still, like, I don't get it back. So that seems pretty good. Oh, so he's sacking to get a 1. He's just going to run it all the way up. Okay. Okay, so you can do 6. He does have an Ewit, so he can possibly bring that Time Warp back. And that's probably what he's going to do, I'm guessing. Sure. Okay. Yep. That's fine. Sure. It's getting a 3 now. Oh, Ewit. Okay. That's fine. That Metamorph will never see play, sir. Okay, so let's do swingy things here first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I want to leave up Counterspell and I want to leave up V-Click. So that's 5, that's 9. Okay, so we can do all of this. We can Gonti. Okay. Don't want Tinker here. I guess we'll take Green Suns from him. Like, I don't want him to be able to go. I didn't pay enough attention to his deck. I'm going to take the Tinker just in case it's dangerous. Okay, and then I think we're going to just yeah, we're just going to swing. Okay, swing, swing. We'll swing with them too, as a matter of fact. Because if he tries, decides he wants to try some like double block shenanigans or something, then we just kill one of them and we're in a good spot. Okay, that's fine. And then, yeah, and then we call it good there. We've got a blocker for his Quagmire. Now we're going to V-click him in his draw step. We know he has the Metamorph, which we will counter. We don't care about the Stone Coil. Nope, you can have all of those. He has Bitter Blossom, Stone Coil, and that. Okay. Alright. Yeah, no. Yep, Stone Coil, that's fine. Sure. Can he actually keep me from doing enough damage? Let's see here. Sadly that is non-artifact. So I need to do 13. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Everybody can attack. So, okay, so let's go. If he blocks 6 here, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, we're good. I'm not miscounting that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, okay. So it doesn't matter if he blocks the Grave Titan or not. There we go. All right, gang, we got there. 2-1 in a pretty tough matchup. Interesting deck he had. Like, he had a Birthing Pod deck. He didn't really have like a huge... Like, he didn't really have a huge pod chain. He just had lots and lots of utility creatures. And then, like, Ewit and Regrowth to bring stuff back. He had the Time Warp and everything. So, interesting match. Interesting deck. But we got there. We will see you in round 2. Hey, gang. We are back for round 2 with our blue-black control deck. And we are on the play. Let's see what we got here. Oh, I think we'll keep this hand. Library and Ancestral Recall. That seems all right. So let's... I think... Yeah, we're going to lead on Library here. That could be a mistake if we end up playing against Swamps. We could... If we end up playing against Swamps, that could be a problem, but we're going to go ahead and go with it here. All right, let's draw a card. I probably could have played this just a little different by playing out a something early and then being able to ancestral back up to get my library back online. But we'll see how this goes. All right. Now we can do this. Yeah, I messed that up. I should have tapped first and then, yeah. All right, against a green-blue deck, if they tap out for something, I think we're going to, Bribery next turn. Signet. All right, let's draw a card. We're gonna do this way. Okay, there we go. Oh, let's go ahead and see if they got one here. The heck, we'll play into it. There you go. Oh, okay. They did not have a counter, just a draw. All right. Well, let's see what they've got. And that's a good example. I think sometimes we're all, you're a little scared to play into something here. And then you've got to just kind of go for it. Well, now that's interesting. Let's see. Emrakul, Ulamog, Muldrifter. There's an Ugin. Are they like a show and tell deck here? I think this has got to be Emrakul here over Ulamog, right? Indestructible, but protection from spells that are one or more colors. Yeah, I think we got to take the Emrakul here. They've almost got to be like a show and tell Eureka deck, right? Maybe a channel somewhere in there. Not worried about a sower. They can't fractured it. They can Council's Judgment because that doesn't do anything. What I got here? They gonna Mind Twist me from my hand? Nope, they're gonna Eureka. Yeah, I said they have to be like a Eureka show and tell type deck, right? Do I want to even bother with this? No, I don't think I do. Oh, they're an Oath deck. Okay, that makes some sense. Sure. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Okay. Indestructible. Indestructible. This is going to be funny. Okay. This is funny. Yeah. You have to put it on the stack, sir, not me. Okay. No, actually we won't do that. Oh, this is adorable. Okay, so we're gonna go here, here, and here. And then we're going to attack all. And it won't matter that he'll get to Oath because it'll still be Annihilator next turn. And then we're going to Seagate Stormcaller. And Ancestral Recall. That is funny. Okay, we got to keep in mind that's a problem though. Like if he's got Eureka and stuff like that, that is not good. Do I have another land to play? No, okay. That would have been totally sick if I could have time walked after that. We will discard a swamp. Alright, so he's going to get an Ulamog or something like that, but then I'm just going to kill it with the attack trigger on the Emrakul, right? Okay, Hangerback Walker. Dude, why are you playing Hangerback Walker in your Oath deck? Alright. Okay, so we definitely need to be prepared to deal with that. I think I am going to bring in the Upheaval, even though we are not an Upheaval deck. And we are going to bring in, we can't play the white spells, can we? We don't have any white fixing at all. We have this Orzhov Signet and nothing else. Yeah, I don't think we can do that. I think this upheaval is the only thing we kind of have other than the counters as protection. Alright, so what are we taking out to bring in the upheaval? So we have Counterspell, Force, Mystic to deal with the Eureka. We don't have we basically have those same things to deal with the Oath. We don't have any tools to get rid of Oath once it hits. Yeah, well, okay, this actually could be a pretty bad matchup for us in some ways. But yeah, we're gonna have to be super careful about just making sure that we're making sure that we protect against Oath and upheaval. And sadly, he can get Oath before we can do anything about it. Now we do have Toxic, obviously, like we just used, but that just puts those things back in there. Yeah, upheaval is it. We are gonna take out. Maybe this dam, like it doesn't do anything, right? Like the deluge actually works, but this dam does nothing against the creatures he's got. We should probably take out this bone shards too, but he may have a planeswalker I didn't see. I don't think so. Like, I think we saw his whole deck, and I don't think there are any planeswalkers in there. But, like, honestly, I don't have anything else to bring in except, like, Inspired, or the Inspired Thought, or whatever the Cleave spell is. Okay, this could be tough, but we're going to do it here. Like, I'm almost tempted to think that I need to, like mull into a counter or something, but like honestly we can sort of play around the Oath a little bit, right? I mean, we can't really, but like we have to. He's got it. No, okay. Alright, let's draw a card. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. That is very helpful. Alright, let's swamp here. I didn't see a whole heck of a lot in way of I didn't see a whole heck of a lot in the way of I didn't see a whole heck of a lot in the way of counter magic when I looked at his deck either. He's going to Eureka here. Okay, nope, Rakdos Signet, that's fine. That is fine. Sure, Brainstorm away. Like, I mean, I guess it's entirely possible he can get up to casting one of those. Like what, the one Ulamog cost, the cheaper Ulamog costs 10, I think, right? Like one is 10, one is 12, and then the Emrakul's like 15, I think. So I don't think his plan is ever really to cast those, but I mean, I guess it's possible that he could. Okay. Alright, so let's Dark Slick here, and let's Signet. That works out perfect. Trying to decide whether we would force here using, I think we'd force ditching Confluence because we're so close to Gear Hulk mana. he's going for it here, right? Oh, that's not Eureka. Is that Omnath? Oh, the Hangerback Walker. Okay. That's fine. We don't mind that at all. Okay, let's lay a hand. Like, I'm almost tempted to go get the bone shards and kill the damn Hangerback just so that he's ahead on Oath. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do that. And then we're just gonna hold here. He can 2 me for a little while. That doesn't bother me at all. I guess I could have demonicked there. Yeah, now he's going for it. Yeah, there you go, buddy. There's a better way to do it. And we are getting close to that point where we'd be able to just, no, I don't think we're doing that. We are getting close to that point where we would be able to, demonic for upheaval if we had to. Now though, I cannot. I think now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I think now I have to demonic. Here. Do I just get the upheaval so that I'm ready to deal with it if it gets there, or do I just... That's our street. I could bribery again here. He's got 2 cards in hand. Oh yeah, I'm gonna bribe her here because I can upheaval. I mean, I can Mystic Confluence anything that's. I can Mystic Confluence if he ends up playing Eureka, and just bounce whatever he throws down there. Unless he's got the Emrakul in hand. Like, this is a bit risky, right? Yeah, okay, he doesn't have the Emrakul in hand. That's fine. He does have the Eureka in hand. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So we're going to Emrakul here. Then he's going to play Eureka and play something out of his hand, although he doesn't have either of the 2 Ulamogs right now. Oh, I didn't even notice he had this thing coming off. So he doesn't have the channel. He doesn't have either of the 2 Ulamogs. He's going to Eureka something out here. Most likely. But I think I just win either way, right? Like, if he casts Eureka and he's got a big guy, I'm just going to Confluence it back. And then he's probably done mostly. Okay, so he's trying to find something to throw onto the board with the Eureka that's in his hand. So if he throws something out, I can Confluence it back, and if he doesn't throw something out, then I can just Confluence it. He's got a lot of mana, but he doesn't have enough to pay 9 extra. I can also just Gear Hulk force back. Yeah, so I think this ends poorly for him here. Do I care that he has 2 more? No, I'm not going to block that. Okay. Think we're pretty much there now. Just going to go ahead and swing here. But he doesn't get to sack 2 tokens. He gets to sack 1, so he's got to deal with a bunch of that. There we go. Alright, and we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're not playing anything this turn. We're just going to hold up this Mystic Confluence here. Are we going to Confluence or are we going to Gear Hulk the... Yeah, we probably would have Gear Hulked the Force, but... Alrighty. Well, that's just a poor matchup for him, unfortunately for him. He's got an Oath Eureka deck, and I have Bribery and a way to go get it. That's just a tough matchup for him. So, alright, gang. Well, that is 2-0, and we will make our 3rd or 4th attempt for trophy number 8. Let's see what happens. We'll see you in round 3. Alright, we are back for round 3 and on the play again. And we can keep this. It's not amazing, but it's fine. Alright, our opponent has mulled to 5. That's probably good for us. Alright, I think we'll just go ahead and get this Marsh out here. That gives us potential him or potential counterspell next turn. Ooh, mono white. Okay. Alright, let's go library here. So obviously we do have Toxic here, which is something we would love to see against this deck. Ooh, blue-white. Okay, not mono-white. So would we library this turn? I guess it depends on what we draw here. Could library this turn, could Mull Drifter this turn. We see more cards if we Mull Drifter actually, so let's do that. Alright, and then next turn we can draw and leave up Vendilion Click. Yeah, let's go ahead and draw a card. Wait a minute. Nope. No. Draw a card. There we go. Alright. Okay. Well, now I think we're going to because I don't mind discarding a land here. We already have plenty. Let's go ahead and V-click them, shall we? They got a counter, they got it. But it means they're spending their turn playing a counter instead of doing something else. So I can live with that. Should open the door for my Gonti if they counter here. So the one thing, of course, we would hate to see here is mana drain. That's the one beating when you get countered, obviously. But we shall see. But yeah, the ability to draw next turn and then pop Gonti seems pretty good. Of course it's mana drain. Well, of course it is. So now we're probably not going to want to Gonti next turn. We're going to want to hold up Counterspell. Yeah, okay, we're going to draw a card. And I'm torn here between resolving Gonti and resolving Counterspell, but I think actually we just want to, yeah, let's just, we can chart here now, and then we can discard a card. And then go, they only have 3 cards, so hopefully we can just deal with the mana drain by being able to counter whatever it is that they would want to play here. Oh, that's right. They got it at the beginning of my turn, didn't they? Oh, no, they didn't. Okay. So now we have 3. Yeah, now we have 6 mana. Okay, so we can do this. So we can Gonti here with Counterspell backup. Okay. Ooh, those are all very nice cards. How about we just take this Snappy here, I think. I think I like that better than the Batterskull. Sadly, we're about to see what kind of work Mom can do, because Mom just stands steadfast in the face of this Gonti here. Yeah, I think we're going to counter that, since we'll have Mystic up next turn. No, we might actually just dam here at some point, honestly. That might make some sense. Or actually, here, let's... Yeah, let's make her use it. Didn't use it. Okay. Alright. That's interesting. Somebody seems like they might be waiting on, it seems like they might be waiting on, their shell dock here. Their shell dock does go active this turn. Yeah, I don't think we're going to allow that. Sadly, we did leave ourselves open to whatever's under their shell dock here, but we shall see what happens. Okay, I think I am more than happy to... Oh, okay. Yep, that's fine. My guess is she protects her Sphinx. Mom does, that is. I'm not guessing that Arthur is a female per se, but yeah, so it protects the Sphinx to draw the 2 cards. That's fine. Okay. Did I draw 2 cards there? Oh, because I drew the card from the Mystic Confluence. Ugh. Alright, so let's lay land. Let's eliminate this nasty problem. Sadly, he's got a grip full of cards now, but we'll deal with that when the time comes. Right. We will at some point get a chance to Gear Hulk into that Mystic Confluence, potentially. Yep, you got Mom. Oh my, what do you got here? Sun Titan? Yep, I had a feeling. That is alright, I have a plan for that, I think. My guess is he lets us go because of the Death Touch. Alright, I think I like that play. Alright, and now we can Gear Hulk into Confluence to counter something here. Okay, so he's got Ancestral Visions on Suspend. I didn't have anything. I don't think I want to just run Gear Hulk out there for nothing. Although we could run Gear Hulk out and draw 3 cards, but like he's probably got a counter now, so... Oh, this works perfect. Okay, so let's... Wait a minute, hold on. Can we cast this with Kicker? So, with 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can. Oh, this is brutal. That is absolutely brutal. Even if he counters it, he's still losing his hand. Okay. Sure. What? Island here, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Now we can Gear Hulk into something next turn. Alright. I think at this point... Does it matter if we hold on to this land or not? Yeah, I think I'm holding on to the land here. And then hopefully he gets something to cast and we just Gear Hulk Confluence. Although 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, he's got a lot of mana, so we need it to be something more expensive, but alright, I don't think we can keep waiting here, right? Yep, gotta be Confluence. And we're just gonna draw 3 cards. Kind of hate the idea of okay, so let's start here and see if he even wants to continue after I do this. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Okay, so we didn't have to show him much else either. Okay, so he's got kind of a Bant style deck. I don't know that we have much we want to bring in. I guess we could Bone Shredder here. Like, he doesn't have any creatures that don't just straight up die to it, I don't think. He may have an artifact creature in there somewhere, I don't know. But, like, as far as we saw, I don't believe we saw anything that doesn't just die to it. Although we didn't see any planeswalkers, I think I gotta keep this Bone Shards here. Keep the Dam. Toxic is in. Bone Shredder's definitely in. I don't know what I would take out here. I think we're doing it, gang. Alright, we are 1 game win away from our 8th 3-0. Let's see if we can get there. Alright, well, sadly, and he also had to mulligan to 5, so honestly, that game was kind of tight for the fact that he had to mulligan to 5, and we clearly have to mulligan here. Okay, we'll keep this one. What are we going to put on the bottom here? I think we'd really like to keep this Confluence, even though we can't cast it. Yeah, we are going to island here. Okay, we will Dark Slick here to give us options. We already have him, but we might want counter as well. He's going to cast a Signet, probably. We saw plenty of those. Oh, nope, he's going to suspend visions. Okay. Alright, well, I think we just go ahead and do this, right? Alright. Like seeing those go, but down. Now, maybe next... I hate feeling like I'm using a Time Walk when it's not super relevant, but we could, like, Time Walk into Yawgmoth here. Yeah, I think we will do that now. Let's go ahead and get ahead here. Okay. Now we'll be able to get Mystic Confluence up, which will be good for us here. Would love to get this Worm Coil online because then we could pop off Mentor. Wouldn't mind seeing our Bone Slayer. Ooh. Oko. That's game changing. Sure he's going to elk the Yawgmoth, right? Oh, he did not. Okay. Now let's see what we draw. We might do something a little different here. Yeah, we can force this next turn, so let's do this. Ooh, and we get the bone shards. Very nice. Like now we can kill the Oko while leaving up force. What in the world? Okay. That is an interesting Armageddon. I mean, I guess he is about to draw a bunch of cards. But he leaves his mentor just lying there cold. Oh man, I wish I had drawn a blue card now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like having the Mox, so I have a land, but countering vision here would just be a beating. Okay. We kind of need a swamp here. Yeah, swamp here plays. That is not a swamp. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. Hopefully he did not draw land. Drew land. Okay. Yep. Really need a swamp. Got to deal with this Oko like now. Okay. Now I have force if he has any non-creature that I absolutely have to deal with here. But I'd really rather not use it because boy would I like to draw 3 cards with this Ancestral. Swamp? Not a swamp, but I do have another card to ditch to force now, I guess. Can't do anything about Cemetery Protector. I need a swamp or a plain, or I mean a swamp or an island in the worst way. I think preferably swamp first and then plains. What is he, petty thefting me? like a swamp or an island here starts to get me back in this, right? Like, but I need to get something like this turn. Like, if I don't get something this turn, I'm just out of luck here, I think. What's he got now? Sphinx again? Of course. Alright, well, that is unfortunate. Okay. We have protection from humans, so we can block either one of those. Man, that Armageddon ended up being better than it should have been. Great. So I draw a colorless land here that doesn't matter at all. Okay. Good enough. Well, that was frustrating. Alright, well hopefully we'll just have a better draw here. I actually felt like we were doing okay, and then that Armageddon just destroyed us. Again, do I go for the upheaval just as a way to... The upheaval doesn't really deal with Yoko, it just delays the inevitable. I think we want to try to be the aggro deck here, right? We could go like full aggro, bring in like the Woe Strider and the Woe Strider and the Ebon Death. Like, I don't know what I'd take out for them, but like it seems like being aggro on the play would be good. But yeah, I just don't know how to I don't know what to bring out here. Like, I think I want to keep the Bone Shredder, right? It's just another piece of removal. Especially now that we've seen some of what he's got. Have to keep the Bone Shards to deal with the thing, but like an Ebon Death could sneak in and deal with a Oko when he's not expecting it to be able to be dealt with. Maybe I still like the Worm Coil a lot. Molly D. No, I think we go with what we've got here. Even on the play, I think we go with this. Like, I kind of want to bring in the Woe Strider so that Oko isn't as good a draw, but yeah, we're just going to do this. Okay, it's a little sketchy, but we can keep. We will lead on library. Mom, yeah, okay. Draw a card and could just Bone Shards, Mom. No, we're saving Bone Shards for Oko. Okay. You got there, Ma. Oh, we meant upkeep. Yeah. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's, we could tutor here. For Ancestral. We are going to have to discard here, but that's okay. I think we go ahead and given the fact that we have all this draw, we go ahead and discard a land here, right? Like, we should be able to get to where we need to be there. Discard an island since we have double island here. Yep. Well, there's Oko mana. Oh, Skydiver, okay. Let's draw. Let's Mox. Let's play a swamp. Let's him. Got rid of the Armageddon. Sweet. Alright, and then do I want to just chart here? No, we'll just hold on to Ancestral. Wait a minute, if we chart, then we'll be on the draw after. Yeah, so let's do that. Let's chart. Discard swamp. And say go. Alright, you got me. I think we're going to bribery this turn. Let's, they could have a daze, so let's play around that. They could also have their petty theft, so this might be sketchy here. I might have wanted to Vendilion click them first. That might have been a better idea. However, like if we get their big guy or whatever and they ooh, so Sun Titan doesn't get anything back here. Skyclave, they do not have their Brazen Borrower in play, so okay, so yeah, we're just gonna Sphinx here. And we will draw a couple. Alright, I really like our spot if we get to untap with everything where it's at. Okay, that's fine. Yep, we will do that. We will take an island, please. Thank you. Yep. Alright. So let's do... Let's do this. And then let's do this. And then we will, we'll V-click during their draw step. Yeah, you cannot have sower. He played an island. Okay. He's going to play his opposition out. He's got one card in hand. Okay. Alright. Let's, so let's Ancestral ourselves. And then let's draw a card. Get our card. Okay. This is a 2 or more, right? So, okay. So let's swing with these dudes. Would have countered Ancestral if he could have countered Ancestral. If we Mully D here, though, we're just going to have way too many cards. So let's Yogg here Instead, let's signet. Let's time walk. Alright. I think I like our spot. There we go. Alrighty. And that is trophy number 8, gang. Sweet. Had a couple days and not amazing results. Like, we weren't horrible or anything, but we had a couple of 1-2s and had quite a few 2-1s. So pretty happy to get back on this winning track, and we will see you next time. Thanks. Bye now.